Language Notes. Topic 1. Internet and Text Chat Slang. Part 1. Non-standard spelling. Hello everyone, I'd like you to read the statement. How easy is it for you to read this? Did you understand? In standard English, it says, "Hi Steve, can you make a video about slang? Because I want to learn more. Thanks." How easy that was for you depends on how familiar you are with internet slang and text chat abbreviations. If you watch my other videos, especially the ones on writing skills and punctuation, you'll know that I don't really approve of this kind of writing. However, I do see the convenience of using abbreviations and being concise in informal text chat. You need to be careful though. When you use this kind of writing, you risk the chance of developing lazy habits. You don't want to become a lazy writer. Poor habits can eventually harm you. If you use this kind of writing in an academic or professional situation, you can lose some important opportunities. The opportunity to earn a better grade, the opportunity to get a better job. In this video, we're going to look at text chat abbreviation, internet slang, and other symbols. But I'm going to place more emphasis on comprehension than use. I'd like to caution you against non-standard English. If this were a formal message, the first thing I do is change the punctuation. I'd make it more standard. I would use capital letters where there need to be capital letters. I would use final sentence punctuation to show where my thoughts end. Maybe a period or exclamation point there, showing where my questions are. Another thing I would definitely do is avoid non-standard spelling. This is an example of an abbreviation for thanks. We use it in internet slang, in texting. I've used it before, but I would not use it in a formal message. And although I've used this one, I would never use this. These two are examples of non-standard spelling. The word here is because. 2 syllables. You may hear cause, some people say cause, but the word is because. Here the phrase is want to. In fast speech, many people say wanna. It's something we say, but it's something we should never write. Even in informal texting, I would caution you against this. Don't develop poor writing habits. Let's take a look at other examples of non-standard spelling. You already know that this is short for because. There are 2 other variations. You may see these with the U, with the S, cause. I don't like any of them. Again, I advise you to use because. What is this one? I don't know. The standard phrase is don't know. I don't know. You may hear it, you may say it. Please write don't know. What is that? The standard spelling is going to. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Have to. Have to, right? I have to study. Tonight. What's the standard spelling? With a GH. Tonight. So, remember, these ones make me happy. Should make you happy too. Please don't use the non-standard spellings. At this point, you might want to ask, what exactly is slang? Is everything you're showing an example of slang? Slang is a very informal English, and slang may be understood only within a certain group of people. That's why you need to be careful with it. Slang is made up of words and phrases. And then, what about abbreviations and symbols? Are those examples of slang? The answer is yes and no. Abbreviations are short forms of words. I give you one example. Vid for video. Vid is a very informal abbreviation. In contrast, etc, that's a very common abbreviation, more standard, more mainstream. etc stands for etc. It means and so on. Acronyms are also short forms, but the form by taking the first letter of each word in a name or phrase. BFF stands for Best Friend Forever. It can be written in upper or lowercase letters. Many will list BFF as an example of an acronym, but technically it is an abbreviation, a short form. It's also a very informal one. BFF is mostly limited in internet slang and text chats. In contrast, TLC, which stands for Tender Loving Care, is more standard, more mainstream. But both BFF and TLC are just abbreviation. Acronyms are formed the same way as BFF and TLC, but with acronyms we get an actual word that we can say. A good example is JPEG, a type of file format of images. JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. Someone, for example, might send you a request. Could you send me that a JPEG file? In internet slang and text chats, we also have the kind of writing that I think of as shorthand. Because shorthand makes use of letters, numbers, and symbols. GR8, written with upper or lowercase letters, stands for great. This is an example for very informal shorthand as limited to internet and text chat slang. Not everyone will understand this kind of shorthand. In contrast, 24/7 is more mainstream. It refers to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some symbols have both standard and informal uses. For example, $. In standard writing, we use it before numbers to indicate the amount of dollars. However, all by itself, the $sign has an informal meaning and refers as in general to money. The example you've seen could be considered more standard, more mainstream. However, when you put all of these abbreviations and acronyms in shorthands together, what results is very informal writing. This is pretty representative of what internet slang and tech jazz looks like. Okay, this is the end of part 1. Please subscribe to learn the next part. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.